you was talking to me about communicating to the new generation coming through into the workforce. Can you talk about what you mean by that and share some of what you're currently doing to engage with this new workforce that's coming into the business?
McDonald's first job experience, right? For kids from 18 to 20 years of age, getting their first job, little experience, previous experience, if any. So they don't know what work is. They don't know what
their first ever job. Yeah, a lot of my friends, their first ever job was in McDonald's too.
Exactly. And those stories are fantastic. I love when I meet people that had their first jobs at McDonald's and how they remember those times and what they learned and how much they value it. I was twice as old as these people, and I actually stopped to make the calculation. I'm 3 times as old as these guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was a scary moment when I realized that. And next year, I'm going to be 1 year older. But the kids that come into will continue to be 18 years of age. So it's not only a generation gap, it's a generation gap that increases every year. So it's going to be harder and harder for me to understand the perspectives of these young kids that are coming into the labor market, and they want to be successful and they want to be trained. They sort of want that certificate, McDonald's. That says a lot when they go for their second job. So the thing is, how do we leverage that first job experience? That's one thing. And the technological journey that I'm going into here has a little bit to do with that. But how do I use technology to speak to these guys? Because they are very tech savvy, and they like that. But the second challenge is they have different aspirations than what I had, than you, although you're a lot closer in age to them than I am. Different realities, contexts, life experiences, expectations, aspirations, vocabulary, lifestyle, habits, what they like and they don't like to do, what they listen to, TV shows they watch. If they watch TV shows today, I don't know.
How they consume content.
Right.
It's very different as well.
So we have 1,000 restaurants spread all over the country. That's a challenge in itself. People, 90% of them are younger than 25 years of age. So how do I get to them? How do I speak to them? That's the big challenge here. It took me a while to realize the gap, because it's not only language, it's how they understand and what they value. It's a lot harder. And I go to restaurants a lot to speak to them. And at one of these visits, I realized that they were not completely comfortable with me, because although they do not understand what an HR director is or does, okay? But although, they do not understand what I am, they still are not comfortable speaking to me, because they know that that means something that is different, that I am an executive.
You're a senior executive, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just different. That's not like them. I'm not as young as they are. I'm not in uniform as they are. We are inside a business environment. We are in the restaurant. Although I speak to them in the break room. It's sort of their environment. It's not really their environment. So at one point, I realized, so these kids are not completely comfortable with me. So where is it that I can go to speak to them and have them be themselves? So I started visiting them at their homes, at their place.
Interesting.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that.
At their homes, yes, at their place of leisure, and
where they're most comfortable, right?
Where they're most comfortable. It's their environment. They manage it. They own it. It's theirs. So I go and visit them and have breakfast with them. And I sit at their living rooms and watch TV shows with them. Listen to their music. And then I take the public transportation. I take the metro. I take the bus with them. And we spend an hour together in transit, talking and interacting with these kids and other kids. And of course, I try to dress down and dress. It would be pathetic for me to dress like them, but I dress down. And that's when they are themselves. And that's when I started understanding what a first job experience really is. Or, they really do not know how benefits work. A health plan, for example, they don't know how it works. Genuinely, they don't know how it works because they never had one.
We assume they know what that means, but they've never had it, so why would they?
Exactly. And their whole previous experience with health is different. So there is a huge road there for them to learn not only about health benefits, but every other benefit that we offer, and their paycheck, what each line means on it. So it's different. So it's not only but it's not only the content, also the way to speak to them and the language that we use. And they have, of course, they have a completely different language, right? So that's the thing. That's my main challenge now. How do I communicate with these people, truly communicate in a way that they will learn and understand what we want to communicate?
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share so that others can benefit from the great knowledge and experience. See you tomorrow.